Well, the Waverly Tigers come to Chillicothe to take on the Cavaliers this week in our Litter Media Game of the Week. Happy to have Chris Crabtree with us and coach of the Waverly Tigers. You guys are off to a 3-0 start, and you would think after graduating a quarterback like you had last year that maybe you would fall off the face of the earth. Not the case. You picked right up where you left off, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really nice to see Wade, kind of pick up and take that and run with it. And he's been a part of our system since he's been a freshman. And, he's kind of took some snaps whenever Hayden got injured a few times throughout his career. And, I think he spent a lot of time in the off season. He was just, kind of always been preparing for this moment. And, it's paying off for him where he's put a lot of time in. And again, it makes it nice when you have a lot of talent around you to kind of get the ball to and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's just been really nice to see Wade, have the success that he's had this early.
And you're certainly hoping that he and another Futhi get along very well because the connection seems to be there. But if they're at odds with one another, it's going to be a long night. Yeah.
Those guys seem to handle that pretty well. And, that is one of the cool things we talked about that, anytime you get, brother connecting to brother, it's kind of cool. And it's nice for them to be able to have that success together.
Talk about the first 3 games. Well, what have you learned about your team over the first few weeks here?
It hasn't been perfect starting out, even though we've scored a lot of points and we've done some things. At times we've probably left some opportunities out there and maybe not have been as crisp and sharp as we would have liked to. But what I will say about this group is, they're kind of one of those teams, they don't continue to make the same mistakes. So things that we've corrected, whether it's been a halftime adjustment or whatever, they've come out really well in the second half. I mean, we played pretty well in the second half, performed pretty well in the second half, and executed at a pretty high level. And, that's the other thing. I think our conditioning and our strength training that we do, I think that's paid dividends for us in the second half as well. Again, not that we're, not that way in the first half, but I think as time goes on with our tempo and the way that we're able to do things, I think that we can cause some teams some problem. And, again, just a hardworking group overall.
Your offense, it seems like the last 5 or 6 years has overshadowed your defense. But the defense has to be there to be able to win these games. And you're averaging, 9 points a game?
Yeah.
Defensively?
Yeah. And, that is the thing. Offensively, we have been pretty good. And we're maybe just missing a few pieces to the puzzle defensively. But, we've kind of found the scheme and a design that we feel like fits our people. And, fortunately, we've had some good skill and some good athletes on the defensive side of the ball, and we're pretty confident in those guys, and we do have a lot returning from last year, so that does help. The defense has been playing really well, and we just got to continue to run through the football and execute and tackle, and good things are going to happen.
This is the second of 4 consecutive road games for you, and they're not easy. Some of these are FAC teams. You've got Washington next week. You got Chillicothe this week. What did you learn about your first experience on the road last week?
Well, it's nice because most of our trips aren't overly long. It was nice to kind of go up the road a little bit and had a really nice surface. They redid their field, so it was kind of nice to see that. And you always kind of worry about when you're at home so long, and then when you go on the road, how your kid's going to handle that. But I thought we did a good job. I thought our kids were focused, and we've played at those places before, and again, like I said, it's not a long road trip, so it shouldn't be too bad for us. I think, like I say, our guys are pretty focused. They kind of know what they need to do, and we're fortunate enough to kind of have that mindset with that group.
In the Cavaliers, you take a team who's struggled to find an identity early on, but they've managed to be in the games that they have played, except for this past Friday night. Everything seemed to come together for them from the very get-go. Those teams can be dangerous, can't they?
Sure. I mean, because, again, looking at Chillicothe, what we see on paper, what we see on film, I mean, obviously they've got good size. They've got, good numbers. They've definitely got some skill and got some speed, and I do think they play really good defense. They keep the offense, giving them a shot, keep them in games, and again, they're just probably one or two plays away from really starting to click a little bit. So, again, we try to make sure our guys from week to week, it's like a hard reset for us, regardless of who the opponent is. We have to go out and treat them like, they're the most important thing that week. And, Chillicothe is no different. We're going to be well coached. And again, they have athletes, they got nice size. And, this is another week where we're going to have to be on our A game.
Chris Crabtree, Waverly Tigers, good luck to you this weekend. We'll talk to you after the game.
Okay. Thank you very much.